My monitor was just too bright, apparently. Resolved, though, here, Alan. Oh, we're into the third map. We're into Inferno. And I mean, holy cow. What a tale of two very different maps we've just witnessed.
Absolutely. I mean, that second map was... I don't think dominance even does it justice. It was a landslide victory. And if you're 9 Pandas, it's just been so long. It's been over an hour since you felt any semblance of control in this series. And my god, would an early pistol round do them good. Look at all this space. iDISBALANCE is on an island up against 4 players.
Okay, nice shot for clax. And now, I mean, the trick is actually planting the bomb. They're trying to dig out apps, but that'll cost them. clax, so difficult. Once he's internal. Oh boy. Just Gokushima now. But it is Gokushima, and he's got a minute 10 to cook. This ain't done. Trying to bait clax forward. We know clax is a patient guy, but that's a hell of a way to isolate the fight. 10 bullets left in, but clax won't be missing here. Hero of the round for 9 Pandas. And they start off on the right foot.
Looking good. That's more like it. Well done from clax. That should have been forZe's round if you're looking at it from a macro perspective. They wrap A. There's only 2 on A. 1's in apartments. iDISBALANCE is alone in pit. There's a lot of reasons that should have been a clean round for forZe. But not to be. Not to be. No bomb plant either, so... limited options here if they choose to invest. Let's see. I mean, I imagine just a Glock Ego to follow. Looks like we have a player dropped on that forZe side.
Does seem to be the case. Shalfie is now doubled up on the server, which means that we are less 1... Tenier. Thank you. My brain is so bad at playing who's the one that's missing.
I thought I almost said Norvi. And I was like, wrong forZe iteration.
Wrong team. He's off playing elsewhere.
And he's, I think they're close to evening up that series.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. They're in the lead.
9-4 map number 2. After checking on the Koi Aurora lower bracket game, that is an elimination game. Figuring out who will get the matchup against the loser of this one. There's just an update for you all, since we've got a touch of time here. Unfortunate to have a connection issue at this point, but hopefully we'll get the player just back in and be able to reset, and we'll be all good. This, for forZe, is not always a map that favors the explosive play, right? But we saw them take it over Koi, which honestly surprised us after the start of that series. It was much like the start of this series, right? Where it felt like forZe were being solved, some of the things that they like to do were being stymied. Koi was limiting them well on nuke, and then we shifted gears to Inferno, and it's like, oh no, this is the forZe team we expected. And much the same thing happened here. You lose your map pick. We're headed into Anubis. We're going, this looks really good for our 9 Pandas. They're playing very well. They're not giving up too many advantages to the explosive plays. And then, bam! forZe come out the gate and just demolish every site they take.
I think they're really good at getting opening picks. I think that's where they're strongest for me, forZe. With this lineup. And I'm not sure that should be a surprise when Shalfie's at the helm. Young, aggressive player. Of course, he's going to favor those sort of openings. Boost here on the force buy. Shalfie somehow has managed to muster an AK. It's dropped by Gokushima. But there's 3 in defense here on B. There's util as well. They'd be ill-advised to commit.
They're backing off of it. They're at least securing it to see if a mid-flank is coming through. But no, it seems like they were just checking the mid-flank to then go back. Another Molotov in. Another smoke in. Surely at some point they got to go to a second read. And actually, iDISBALANCE is trying to preempt it. Unless he's just going back for util, but no. He is rotating, thinking that this will have been enough util to send them off of Banana. And he's wrong. Very, very wrong. Trouble on for 9 Pandas. Now here comes the explosion. They'll go through this smoke. That won't stop them at all. If anything, it limits the sightlines for glowing. Damage done with this bomb. Looking like it's going to get planted. Oh, next kill would be huge. If they could have gotten the kill on glowing before this retake happens, would have been massive. As it is, we got to boost up for the rifle on the new box.
What's
Do we still call it new box when it's this old?
He just burst the smoke. That got on new box. Could have been a couple kills. Boost. Nets one, but information now handed. They know 2 players around new box. Fukushima trying to stay alive, but this is so awkward. Through the smoke. Oh my lord.
It's
Finds
one.
the kill. Is there a kit?
No. Certainly not that he could grab in time. Oh no. Chaos on the site. Pandemonium. iDISBALANCE escapes, but even that only with an MP9. It's all he could grab. It's disastrous.
That was total madness. Absolute madness at the end. I wonder if that was a CT smoke that went in towards Banana but didn't go deep enough. It almost gave the, I think it was Fukushima behind it, space to play with. Well, they'll be disappointed about that round. Very disappointed. That was a low investment too from forZe. They didn't get the bomb plant. That was a hero AK and a smattering of pistols with some armor. And look what it's done to the 9 Pandas economy. Mag 7 is out. That's on seized, close mid. Otherwise, couple MP9s. Util, I guess, is nice. How do you deploy it in a way that's going to be effective?
I really want to see them test the Mag 7 now. I'd like to see it, but much as they did in previous rounds, they really won't be. They're not interested in rotating. They're not interested in threatening the A site. They're just going to wait the util and redouble their efforts into the stack. Here comes the hit. A little more tenuous this time. More utility to dump out. Molotovs to limit spots. It works. Clax and Glowing under major threat, but Clax manages to find one before he's exterminated. Glowing somehow found shelter behind the new box as well. They may not expect him here. Oh, they don't expect him here, but SELLTER! The panic snap around and now bomb down. An extra kill. And this site hold looks good. iDISBALANCE wants nothing to do with this. He is gone.
It's the one Molotov that saves them. They molly the top of second oranges. And that molly spreads pretty well. There was a player on second oranges and I think a player between first and second. Either way, the 2 9 Pandas players on the site proper were completely flummoxed. They couldn't get a good fight as forZe are rounding themselves into the site itself. There's some nice utility. Brings what was a very tricky situation back in their favor. Pauses in from 9 Pandas as I guess they're just calling this to calm down a little bit. Maybe they feel like they should have won that round, given the man advantage. But I think they're being a little bit harsh on themselves. They didn't have any util. Right there at the end. Okay, just an eco then around these saves. Eyes on seized. Let's see the Mag Swag 7 get engaged. Let's go.
I mean, half wall is the traditional home of a Mag 7 on this map. They haven't revealed it yet. So they might not expect it. Ooh, aggressive play. Straight into the gun barrel of result. Here we go. Mag 7. Blinded. Good flashbang usage. And this round has no more teeth. Just Stylides, who might maybe catch somebody off guard. Best case scenario, Shelfie could be victim. But the bomb's going down. And it's going to be forZe climbing up to the 3-1. Now with money behind them, with wind beneath their wings. They're on an updraft. And they're keeping it clean.
Got a great spell. I mean, add this into the way Anubis went for a lot of it. It's been a heck of an hour and 10 minutes or whatever it is for forZe. They've been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Well, for the first time in this map, proper gun round. AWP out for iDISBALANCE. Doesn't have any util though. But the main thing is the B players do have nades. 3v start for 9 Pandas. SELLTER is coming over. Early smoke. Molotov up close. Fairly standard set for the moment.
Oh, the nades.
Choosing to contest. I'm surprised that didn't do more.
Yeah, just a little too deep. A little too deep. Glowing is very fortunate. And he ain't hurting more. And I know he's in to the barrels. Nice kill. Trades are there. Okushima very willing to throw himself into the fray. A follow-up as well. The B defense is gone. This round is over. Talk about a way to take a commanding victory on this first gun round. We've now had 3 B calls in a row. And their executions, they're just so tough to hold up against. You can mount whatever defense you want. The sledgehammer that is forZe is coming through your walls.
9 Pandas look really uncomfortable there. Really uncomfortable. Okushima getting in aggressive. And then there are just so many opportunities for forZe to get trades. They had so many numbers around the half wall. And that was a 3B start from 9 Pandas. They had util down. Just couldn't establish themselves in a stable setup. Getting caught out by the half or getting caught on the corner. Ground falls apart. Punting these remaining guns with the nades on pit. But nobody here. One in library, one in arch. 9 Pandas. They will hold on to these weapons. They have just enough loss bonus if they want to drop A1Ss. But I think it's too much.
Yeah, the problem, Inferno, they'd be so limited on the utility, right? And that's a death knell for a defense. So 5.7s instead. Upgraded pistols. Let's try and get something around it. At this point, the loss bonus will be maximized. They'll be getting 3,400 coming in. It's been 4 in a row for forZe. As they look to stack on a 5th. The big threat, again, iDISBALANCE is up. This time, a little bit more aggressively postured. He feels like he has to create. And you can understand it, and that's exactly why. Bomb's now down, but he can't get away. The trade is there. Oh, ceased retrieving the up. Takes some damage as well. Nice spot, nice shot for SELLTER. Seized under threat. The A side of the map. Here's where the change-up pitch has come in. And then gain this ground. Desperation for forZe. That just confirmed that they've got no one on site as far as they're concerned. And a save call will be drawn. The bomb's down. forZe on for 5.
No alternative. No alternative. forZe are just relentless here. So many rounds playing as a pack and it's working. It's working. I like what I'm seeing. Simple Counter-Strike. I think they also... They have a bit of a tendency to overthink things and, you know, go for really intricate rounds when... They're actually at their best when it's simplified. When there's good spacing, when the... You know, litany of aggressive riflers they have are in good duels. Flashbangs are behind them. This is when forZe is so deadly. And right now, 9 Pandas have no response. I think a fair criticism of 9 Pandas over Anubis and Inferno is a lack of pauses when things are going south. You can't let this slip very much further before this becomes very difficult to recover.
Well, there's no excuses in this round. You got everything you could possibly want. It doesn't get better than this buy. And they finally got the utility to keep forZe off banana, just off the rip. Shelfie walks into an off. iDISBALANCE feasting there in mid. And this time, there's no possibility of the quick trade. And look at the wrap into halls. Clax has claimed that, so apartments is closed for business. This is a much better start for 9 Pandas. They're taking the initiative. They're taking the space. Limiting what forZe can do. To open up towards B, though. Gokushima's still a problem. SELLTER gets one on the other side of the map. Now they're pressuring in towards B. They want this heat. They want this action. Adler does a panic spray, but they're actually backing off. 1:05. There's plenty of time to keep 9 Pandas in suspense. He brought this down to a 3v3 again.
Oh, they're about to do a mid clear, 9 Pandas. Bad timing. Everybody's here. Clax next up. Makes it 2. What a transition. Tania finally with the trade. But at least Clax has given iDISBALANCE a chance.
Plenty of time for this plant if he gets a little sharpish on it. There's a kit. So time not the big pressure. Couldn't give up that audio cue. And Tania, had the angle. He had the dink. That was almost a kill. iDISBALANCE very fortunate to survive that 8 HP. But it is a much needed round for 9 Pandas. Even when they get a 5v3, even when they take the initiative on both sides of the map, they get the early picks, they get the control, they clear out apps, they have everything going their way. It still comes down to a 1v1 clutch.
Not out of the woods yet. So much money as well for forZe. And Tania there at the end was just an AK in hand away from winning that round. So, more work to do for 9 Pandas. As a reminder for where we're at in the tournament, guys. Winner of this, straight into tomorrow afternoon's grand final. Loser will play tomorrow morning's consolidation final. So, it's not like the loser of this is out. The reward for winning this, being better rested for that grand final. Maybe some time to prep as well. And of course, we're yet to see who wins the lower bracket final to decide who else is in the first game tomorrow. But whoever it is, whoever emerges from Movistar Aurora, that's not a free win. Far from it.
No. Nade in. But brackets control has been conceded this time around. Yes. Is it a boosted new box? It's a boosted new box. Interesting. They'll abandon it. I think they were anticipating the quick hitter B play based on how much early success it had. They anticipated forZe going back to it. Good flashbang. Completely catches Tina. How does that almost work? Oh my god, the nade almost finds him. Okay, bit of space for Shelfie. They should be aware of this, though. The timing is brutal. And so now it's a pinch on these 8 players. No pit position. Full control of the site. All about these kills. Shelfie can't get the first. Gokushima, though. A little bit more success and a swing on in. The bomb's going down. It's a 2-on-2 and Glowing. Glowing is limping. Oh, but so will Gokushima be. A clutch chance, but result in the clutch. We know he's got some fire. And he wants to take the fight towards Glowing early. Playing the smoke fade. This is a cheeky maneuver, but he'll actually give up that first read. Wanted to be there to catch him if he came through. He does not. So instead, the first shot on. Now result. Oh, not with the right read. And time aplenty for this defuse.
That was another round where 9 Pandas are in such a strong position and still forZe find a way to make it ever so competitive. Gokushima continues to be a menace, causing so many problems. But 9 Pandas hauling themselves, kicking and screaming back into Inferno. Still can't establish any economy.
Shelfie with a little misclick there. Spawn. Little misclick. Nice damage off that nade. Better off the spam, but it is what it is in that regard. They're trying to get away. SELLTER's risking this. He wants the space, and he will eventually be punished for it. So now they're very eager into this B take. The utility's good enough to hold them at bay.
Very aggressive opening from forZe. They were so intent on fighting around this car position on the corner. Shalfie wants another duel. HE ineffective. Smoke deployed. That will keep everybody at bay for a few seconds. And what do forZe choose to do? There's one Molotov remaining on B, so that's not a great deal. Smoke is lined up. They're going to go in. The result is still a long way out. And a smoke front sight. And I guess dueling towards CT. Glowing though. First contact. Can't get anything done. Seized up next. Spray down is beautiful. And that should help them a lot to stabilize now.
Certainly should. Now it's up to Result just to find a way to crowbar open a site. That's what they're going to trust him to do. And he will find the first. Does he expect a mini pit player? No, apparently not. Not so much. Counter-terrorists win.
This is a pretty mighty recovery. forZe were such hot form as soon as they got in economic control. And Pandas finally having a cleaner round. C's looking good. Clax having some big moments. iDISBALANCE as well, having impact beyond what he really should in some of these positions. Now C's going to get aggressive. Nope. Falls back. Oh, good kill. Kukushima opens this round up. iDISBALANCE has to smoke for himself. And how do 9 Pandas react? Man down. Still free on A. iDISBALANCE is going to peel off. And I think the call is in. They know they don't have good money. They know that sticking 2 apiece on the sites is not a good option. This A-lane is here. 3 players close up by Porch. As all the util is raining over. Trapped in towards Boiler. But clax surely goes unexpected. Not going to matter though. If all the cavalry is dead, it's just iDISBALANCE. He shows himself. He has the bomb. Which I guess makes this all the more compelling. But he's utterly surrounded. Tinir with the final. And forZe get it done. Just an eco then. In this round for 9 Pandas. Just the smoke. P250. Zeus purchased onto iDISBALANCE. Shouldn't expect too much. Looking ahead towards the final round and a half. Get the rifles out again. forZe. Keep this clean. So far, so good. Just iDISBALANCE left on this A side of the map. Bomb is nearby. And it looks like they'll be exploding out of apartments, so... Zeus seems an unlikely result from here. Bit of help from here for iDISBALANCE, but we're already playing for exit kills at best. That is beautiful. That's what we're here for. Can't make it 2, but we'll take them when we get them. Finally a Zeus kill in this series. Finally a Zeus kill in this qualifier. We've waited so long for one. And that will be 7 for forZe. Nine Pandas did mount a bit of a recovery in this half. It was looking so good for forZe. After the guns came out. Nine Pandas reply, even up the game a little bit, but forZe starting to stamp their authority here on Inferno. And let's see. Last of the half. Util is pretty good for this CT side. Seized is lacking a little bit, but as long as the B players have good nades, that's the main thing. Run a banana take if they like. Early smoke from Seized. Give the B players a bit more util to play with. Another aggressive opening. Half full boost initially. Shalfie. Big entry. Gets traded. But the T side will take that. Tanir trying to chase. They're confident that iDISBALANCE here is the sole player on this side of the map. Result, in the meantime, is taking names over towards A. Two more felled. And my only fear is that bomb. Someone's got to loop back. Result can hold all the rotations. They know where iDISBALANCE is now. And forZe just need to play together. SELLTER plays a huge off angle. Doesn't matter. SELLTER finds the head. They should know now that iDISBALANCE is the only player left. He's over towards B. Get this bomb down on A. And force the young star into a very tough retake. SELLTER tucks himself into underpass. And end it on the Zeus. Perfect stuff. Huge half from forZe. They are so close to winning this series.
Welcome back, folks. I'm back as well. Sorry about that. Little unceremonious power cut for me. But we're all good. We're all good. Did I miss anything fun, Alan?
Not really. More of the same. forZe get aggressive. Win the round. And 9 Pandas have some work to do. Short is the port of call. And result opens the scoreboard. Seized is trying to help them reroute. There's actually nobody on B proper, so if he gets this kill on library, as he does, well, I'm looking at Tenier and saying, you need to sprint, my brother, to try and prevent this bomb plant.
He's gonna try. Not quite succeed, but he's gotten the first step at the very least. Brings it down to 2v2.
No
actually,
way.
He's going back around. He's going back around.
No way.
Diana says, all right, cool. Yeah, you got me. Not. All the way back around. They're a little wary someone could have been in apps. And actually, that means that clax isn't going to be able to hold the line on library, but he's going to adjust just in the nick of time. Eyeball's on now. Gokushima with the spot confirmation. That'll draw his teammate over. But Gokushima can't hang on. They've isolated the fight. Now they've secured the bomb plant. And SELLTER has to pull off some heroics to get his team back in.
I don't think there's a kit down. No armor. Perhaps there's a kit in library, but it's going to burn so much time. And I like these after plants. clax can take contact towards long. Gets that spot, and now these two can just play together.
Bomb tap on, but he's off of it, and clax realizes, oh no, he thinks he's sticking. Wanted the headshot angle, but he's not got it on time. So clax has won this. Patience pays off. The tortoise beats the hare, as the fable says, and down they'll go with the bomb.
What a bizarre round. 9 Pandas commit almost all the way up A short. Seized finds a gap. Calls everyone back to B. Bomb runs through B and back towards A. I love it. It's glorious. Oh, you did miss a Zeus kill. That was good.
Seized killing this one. A response though for Tenier. And Seized is so very low. Somehow he wasn't the one to go down. We're swapping around the guns, and look at the way this is pulled. forZe. They've mounted up a full stack on the A site, which unfortunately means that if they just rock up banana, 9 Pandas will have free and clear real estate. The easiest round of their lives, but that's a big if. Now Glowing's starting to take this space. And meeting no resistance along the way, he's getting emboldened. Thinking, we might have done this, boys.
Glowing's giving over the information. I can't see anybody or anything. You two are now streaming in. And forZe are going to commit to their save. Guess it gives them another fighting chance at the force buy in the following. It is a bit disappointing from an entertainment perspective, not to see, you know, them contest the round a little bit harder at the end, but they're playing the long game. Where's the B stream at?
Where's the B
Where
stream
are they
at?
at?
Where are they at, Alan?
They have just finished map 2. One apiece, trading map picks. And Ancient to finish. Winner of that game plays the loser of this one tomorrow morning. Well, not morning. Tomorrow early afternoon. Morning if you are on the east coast of the States.
Morning for me. Well, this is an interesting half-buy. It's got a lot of oomph behind it, actually. A stack, not too surprising, perhaps. Well, there might be a bit of a surprise here for SELLTER. He gets the first. This flashbang's great for the second, though. And SELLTER, battling forward, will lose his life. Advantage for the moment, 9 Pandas. The nades, a little bit of sting on the end of it, but still, with the man advantage, they will be content to pay whatever price they need.
Brakes are pumped. There's so much util here for 9 Pandas. They can just fully exec this B bomb site if they want. Molly's down, smokes for CT, and coffins. Be a great deal. I'd have thought the forZe can do in response. They are leaning the right way. SELLTER's coming over, but they absolutely need the first frag. The T players commit into Nia. Doesn't get it. Damage was good, but no frag. Shima could do a little bit of work, but no. Too much to ask. 9 Pandas. Survive the 4 spies. And we're pretty close now to an even game. What we wanted, though, wasn't it? After those first 2 maps. Give us something really competitive. Well, both teams fighting hard for apartments. It's forZe that says we don't want it that badly. But this is going straight into an execute. Smokes are here. Flashes up next. 2 in and around pit for the CT side. Player up on the balcony. That's result. Smoke is brutal. Look at it. Totally thwarts the execute. And 9 Pandas have to now reroute.
iDISBALANCE could open things back up, but no. The kill eludes him. SELLTER escapes, and now a teammate rallying around him. Still, B is the right site to hit. It's the light site. It's really their only chance back into this. Well, Glowing finding some space towards short there. Not quite of that belief. It's a false promise, is the problem. He's called his teammates over. They're massing, they're grouping, they're bunching. Well, if he could shoot his way through it, that might just be enough. Gokushima getting back on the line to help out his teammate, but for the moment, it's just Result. Oh, Gokushima finds the timing. Result will be checked on the drop down. iDISBALANCE recovering this bomb. Be able to punch in the numbers. But now he's got 3 kills to find, and he's gonna get this round. That was ambitious from Gokushima. Molotov slows it up. Wants the fight ahead of it. iDISBALANCE taking the initiative. They'll play together. He's got the 1, but the transfer is not there. Makes it so very expensive. But the round win he cannot do.
Phenomenal try. Really excellent try. SELLTER just allows forZe to hold on, but you're right. The money isn't good for this CT side, is it? It's a map where you need the utility as well, so kind of guaranteed to see some sacrifices here. 9 Pandas need to stay calm. They're still in a good position. They still did a lot of things right in that round. Made it ever so difficult for forZe. So let's see. Result. Shotgun out. Way over towards apartments. Fukushima's absolutely railed by those HE grenades. And his 9-pound is just going to commit. They've got so many players here. They might just go.
They might indeed. They might indeed. They're ready for the hit. Ooh, timing on that. XM pulling off. Feels like a little bit of a tease, but Fukushima is going to connect. The nade to chase it as well. They dodge that damage. Molotov down stalls this out, at least for the moment. Still plenty of time if they want to back out. That smoke might make them think otherwise. Flashbang, it's too shallow, the smoke. Beautifully placed. They can't get out, and Shalfie even collects one more. So this is starting to come apart at the seams for 9Pandas. This Absolurk might be their last chance. And the XM is not allowing that. No way. No how. So back into B they will go. Time starting to become an issue. And just so many bodies up on the other side that... How are you going to get through this fight? Seized alone. Desperation finds the first kill, but 35 seconds. He might think he's got one isolated, but as soon as he takes contact with Fukushima, the smoke player is going to be through. Tanier just waiting for this. Just waiting, checking, waiting for that spam. 10 seconds on. Actually, beautiful bit of maneuvering from Seized. Tanier waits. And maybe just serves himself up on a silver platter. Bomb plant? This is tremendous work from Seized. But it would take the ace for him to close. Does he have it in him? Gets the off. Shot hits. One more to find. Molotov down. Seized must battle forward. Can't risk the flames and he's burning. Caught on the pillar. Oh no. One bit of geometry does him in. The play of the game. The play of the match. The play of the qualifier denied by those few pixels.
Still need to tip your hat though, don't you? Oh my lord. And it might still be a consequence. That plant, they should buy. They should buy. They've done so much economic damage. And that's the window Caesar still allowed. There's still a silver lining. He can't win the round. But he keeps forZe within touching distance. One round loss. They have no loss bonus really built up. They've been in so much trouble economically. So let's see. Util's very good for this T side. They have had to sack the weaponry back a little bit. But I think it's the nades that really matter. Not Glowing's best map, and he's such a pivotal player for this team. That is a bit of a shame. If he can get engaged, maybe it'll help them a little bit more on this offensive side. 7 to 10. Big round starting to beckon. We're getting to the tail end of this series. Fukushima on the angle. Molotov disguises the approach. Seized hungry for a duel, but can't fight. How Shalfie? How's he slipped the net?
I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that's going to be a big problem on for 9Pandas. Now, A is soft. This does mean that if they just rock out on towards A...
Oh my lord, clax almost saw him there as well.
I'm really surprised, to be honest, that they haven't just routed a second player over just to keep this contained, but now he's got the bomb. Now he's got the bomb. Now he's got two. He's got them on a line. And uh-oh, disaster on for 9Pandas. How do you even get into this round now? How do you even get started? Well, that helps.
There's still room to maneuver here. forZe somehow have no util. Couple flashes. They still need an entry though. Fukushima, he's in the right place at the right time. They're going to contact through. He's bound to get a good fight. Indeed he does. Glowing up next. Low HP. Cool comes over. Oh, it's beautiful. And now another clutch required. And I'm not sure forZe are going to make the same mistake. Surely they don't allow duels so easily. First is found, but two more to go.
Just goes to the dig. Knows he doesn't have time for the reload. Result. Swinging. Making sure. These rounds have gotten so close. So tense. but there's time plenty for the defuse, and the end result is 11 on the board for forZe. It doesn't matter how close these rounds get. 9 Pandas can't get them over the line.
Close but no cigar sort of stuff. I'm not surprised to see another force buy from 9 Pandas. They understand the situation. They're really just millimeters. Win one of these rounds and suddenly the face of this Inferno game changes completely. But it's just been out of reach. Galil's across the board. Soul AK on clax. Surely they're not going to allow another apartments push. No, they're not. Look how many players are around. It's not happening this time. And somehow, through the smoke, maybe results spam shows himself. clax gets another. What has happened to this A defense? It's just SELLTER. 5 players on location. And just like that, the round is over.
And that's the big moment you needed, right? We've been talking about it. These rounds have gotten so close. The money's been so tenuous that you just had to break them once. We might have a game.
They might hunt. I know the money is bad, but they understand what's happening here. They know these are the only rifles that forZe can have in the next round. So let's see. Imperative that forZe holds on to these guns.
There's a spot on one. They know they're here. Smoke gonna go out to make that hunt more difficult. I think that smoke might have just saved their bacon. forZe will be allowed to keep these guns. That's the rifles straight through, but very little to put behind them still with 2 players on double eco. I mean, we know how forZe like to operate. Yeah, gun dropped over. They're going for this. They're chasing this.
It's a bold move. Lose this without any saves. You go into the gun round at 11 to 10 with a weakened buy. This map is far from done. forZe's taking a risk here too. They know they don't have an AWP. They don't have the util to play a standard slow round where you're maneuvering and making reads. They've said, let's take a risk. 4 players A, or at least there was. SELLTER already gone. Teniers alone on B. And there's no intent, there's no aggression, there's no move from forZe. They're just sitting back and, frankly, praying for a result. Shelfie gets 1. I hope Hisse can get out of dodge.
Oh, Shelfie fakes that he bails and then goes into the smoke. This is such a madman play. This is such a Shelfie maneuver. He's hoping they would try and chase, go past him. It's not really going to get him anything, but I love the idea. And actually, it does get him a whole lot of info. I don't know if he reads this towards apps, though.
No, I don't think he does.
Why would you? You'd expect the banana play. Oh, the check comes in from Gokushima, though. The check comes in. He just spots iDISBALANCE getting away. Gets that kill as well. Now he's got confirmation. He saw 2 players here. Shelfie's still on a mission down banana, and Gokushima going for the repeak. I mean, he'll get the kill on glowing. And now they're rotating back towards banana with glowing space, thinking that the jig is up, thinking that they were compromised here. Instead, no. Now they're funneling into Shelfie. He's gonna dump a smoke to give them some cover, and it's just a straight fight. 2-on-2 on the site. Make that just the one. No chance to plant the bomb. No time to spare. And series point for forZe.
These rounds are getting mad. How many pushes are we gonna see from forZe? They're going to take the pause themselves. Maybe they need a breather. The scoreline at the top doesn't do this map justice. 9 Pandas have been there the whole way. They just can't convert the critical moment. Okay. 4 chances. 4 chances, but the story remains true. If 9 Pandas can just win a round and not allow saves, There isn't that much in this game. This is doable.
I mean, what an exciting way for this to finish. What an exciting way for this to finish. Wouldn't have it any other way. Explosive plays, crazy maneuvers, madcap timings, insane pushes from SELLTER. And it might have just spotted them, or earned them a spot in the grand final. One more hurdle for a trip down under. The real question, Alan, is are they ready for the draw pairs?
Let's see. Let's see. Slow default from 9 Pandas. Slowest round I've seen for a long time in this map. Mid control established. There's a lot of players up on short. Are they just going to go? They haven't got that many players with them. Molotov makes it so awkward. Look at it. Seized and clax running back through it. 2 smokes are deployed as well to keep them alive. And now we're going for a banana reroute.
That's a good smoke. That's a timely smoke. SELLTER is in trouble here. The flashbang, though. Oh, no, they've got pass! They line up! Disastrous! Now they're totally isolated. Oh, they wanted to chase that top car player. So many teams will just leave one there with that deep smoke, and that's immediately what they read. But it was a blunder. It was a misread. It was a misjudgment. And now 2 players got to take A. Gokushima getting active, could be on the fast flank for them. Look at this crunch from forZe. Everyone's headed this direction. They know exactly what's coming, and they will secure their spot in the grand final of this Challenger qualifier. They will make their way through. They will triumph over 9 Pandas, a team that is twice their ranking. I mean, incredible showing from forZe here. Monstrous, monstrous Inferno.
I keep saying it, but I'll say it again. This team surprises so much.